走了，是吗？这样要重来了，我看就知道。哎呀，你看没有啊？你跳出去了。
The 2K Sports pregame show.
这场我觉得，为什么你也觉得？你昨天超晕的5场哎。你想要挑战第2个连登10连胜的，对不对？让我来断你龙。
And there is a buzz in the air in the sold-out Quicken Loans Arena. Welcome everyone to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke reporting on the sidelines. The crowd here in anticipation of their home team Cavaliers in an interconference battle here at the Quicken Loans Arena. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. And so in the game for the Rockets, Ariza and Jones at the small and power forward. Harden out there with Lawson, and it's Howard into the center position. Now here's Mozgov, Shumpert, 6 on the shot clock. Love wide open, he fires. No good from outside. And for Trevor Ariza, almost exclusively a perimeter player on the offense last year. New scheme, Greg, new teammates, big adjustment.
Yeah, the Rockets having Dwight Howard camping out in the lane and James Harden needing space for dribble drives. Not much room to operate inside for Ariza.
But they do like his defense, and we know he can hit the 3. It's a pretty valuable commodity. The shot's good from Lawson.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Or Cleveland, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. The try by James, and there's the call on Howard. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block. And it was.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
It's hard.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Now, here is Irving. LeBron outside. Picked by Mozgov. James dishes to Mozgov. And sent back by Howard. Another shot, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Lawson kicks to Harden. Trying to find Jones. He gets it to him. And he dunks it down.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball both ends. Man, he slams it home and gets a little camera time on the backside of it.
He spent a while up there on the rim.
And I like the fact that the ref's going to give him a little bit of leeway there and a lot more than they used to.
Now, here is Harden. 5 to shoot. Howard. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And guys, you know, we've talked about it before, but it bears repeating. Dwight Howard may be the best overall rebounder in the last decade. 5 times out of the last 8 years, he's led the league in rebounding. That's almost impossible to do in the modern NBA.
Now here's Williams. Verajao passes to Jefferson. Back to Verajao. Outside for Jefferson. Pass to Thompson. Tries from 10. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2. Howard is still Clark, an efficient rebounder. Still prolific, in fact, but he's no longer dominant. Last year he had not one 20-plus rebound game. Tell me the last time that happened.
Well, you know, this being Dwight's 12th season in the league, Kevin, a lot of wear and tear on him. I think he's trying to fight through it, and he's still very much more than service. Wants to get a ring, and he's doing his part to try to make that happen.
Williams dishes to Smith. Passes it to Thompson. The kick out to Williams. Feeds the Verajao. Played in with a nice
Another nice bucket down low.
超
really
强
been able to
的。
work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
球，猛，
One hand
自己也吓到了。
tomahawk for you folks. That's automatic highlight reel material.
That got their entire bench right up and out of their chairs.
And Kevin, how about the reaction from his teammates, not just on the bench. Look at the guys even in the game.
Now here's Williams. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And Thompson sends it back. It's Jefferson outside. Shot misses. Good D by Lawson. Here's Harden. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Harden's got 6. 32 seconds left here in the first quarter. Smith drives in. Here's Verajao. The kick out to Williams. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Rockets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Shepard against Harden. Howard with a screen on jumper. Harden rejected by Moscow. And they get it back. A shot right open. Good. It's Harden
我
with the
跑
assist.
掉了。
Irving drives in, and it's sent back by Howard. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Rockets lead by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And now let's hear from Ty Lawson talking about the balanced attack of this Denver.
We do have a team type of game.
Well, that was the game plan a couple years ago when Denver was good enough to make the playoffs and Ty Lawson was at the control.
You know, but not enough firepower to be able to sustain with the elite teams, say like the Warriors or the Rockets. Ty Lawson, a solid, dependable player in our league, but this is still a league where you need your superstars to win rings.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Rockets.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually, have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
So on the floor for Houston, Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Down low, it's Jones and Howard together, and it's Lawson in at the point. Howard with a screen on Shumpert. Harden kicks to Howard. Shumpert with the steal. It's deflected. It's stolen by Lawson. Jones the pass to Harden. Nine feet out. Howard dishes to Jones. And he was fouled of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Love outside. Hits the three-point bomb. Love's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. And with the Rockets, it's no secret that they take a very analytical approach to team building. Greg, you and I talked about that. And Clark, you know, you wonder if that hurts them in free agency.
Well, you know, when your front office makes no qualms about viewing players as simply just assets, it can be a hard sell to a free agent.
Houston making a switch here. Monty Eunice is checked in for Terrence Jones. Brewer comes in for Trevor Ariza. Daniels, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Terry in for Ty Lawson. 4 on the clock. McDaniels gets to Monty Eunice. Mozgov with the block. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Shumpert, no good.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
For the Houston Rockets, they come in off the loss to the Spurs in San Antonio. Irving passes to Mozgov. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Well, we know that Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Terrence Jones is checked in for Monty Eunice. Ariza comes in for Corey Brewer. James Harden, he's checked in for KJ McDaniels. And it's Lawson in for Jason Terry.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
And stolen by Irving. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Fires from 18. And Cleveland again with the bucket. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And the other thing they've done well is they've run the shooters off their sweet spots. They've really closed out well and forced them to put the basketball on the floor.
Well, guys, James Harden, quite possibly the most devastating rim attacker in the league today, just refuses to slow down. Wayne Clark, he's going right at the basket.
Yeah, he's got it all, Kevin. I mean, he's so thick and strong and has deceptive moves and explosiveness. When he gets inside, he's scoring or you're fouling.
Now, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
So, timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
And when you're defending Harden, it really is a pick-your-poison situation. I mean, we talked about his driving, but you can't gap him because he's also a very good shooter and passer. So that double team that you want to provide as well, he's real good at finding that open man.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Shumpert. On the wing, Harden, covered by Smith. Here's Jones. Good D by Thompson.
And guys, another thing about Harden, he draws so much attention defensively. So even when he misses around the rim, oftentimes it's going to create offensive rebound opportunities for the Rockets. So he takes the whole defense with him.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very
impressive effort from both on the backcourt.
这样也没有哎，老邦不知道怎么了哎，老邦宕机哦。
Now a timeout called by Houston.
突然变得我超不会用老邦的。我哪里不加了？我做我自己。你这样讲这句话吗？
He's got 5. 1:06 left in the first half, and it's Terrence Jones with the finish.
Explosive leaping ability.
Oh, that was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
And guys, how about how fearsome he is at times? I mean, you'd hate to be the guy tasked with guarding him.
There's 57 seconds left in the first half of the game.
上来，第一个 ，OK， 是的。
It's LeBron with the drive. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate.
And you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19 and 20 in the first 39 games, and then 34 and 9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
Picked by Verajao. Verajao with a screen on Ariza. Shot clock at 6. Back to James from the corner. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got 3 rebounds now in this one.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Here's Verajao. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Rockets on top. They're up by 5. And we'll...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
胯小，不用上班了，胯小。
Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal. James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 12 points and 3 assists. That's going to do it for now as the second half is just about.
好，我认真的，不要跟他开玩笑了，好吧？6个，nice。真的吗？
Sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see how one can pull out away here in the third.
Take a look at what Harden's been doing. He has 12 points, and he's also been picking up some nice assists here and there, too.
And Clark, that needs to continue. When he has an opportunity to get an open teammate the ball, he has got to make that a priority.
Going out for wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Thompson down low at Mozgov. And it's Irving at the 1 spot. That's the group starting the second half for David Blatt.
You know, one of the more impressive things that we know about LeBron James is that he is one of the great leaders in the NBA. His voice carries a lot of weight, and he hasn't been shy about raising his voice on social issues either. Good to see.
The kick out to Irving. Back to Mozgov. It's rebounded by Houston. Howard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
And Lawson, here we go. Kicks it out to Harden. Back to Lawson. Houston moving it around.
Oh, 好球.
And it's Howard finishing it off.
I'll tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard. Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And Lawson with the drive, and stolen by James. Here's Irving. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. 8 points for Kyrie Irving.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Jones, no one around him. Offensive rebound. Ariza to Jones. No question, powered it down.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
It's no secret, Clark, what this Houston Rockets team wants to do. They want to get to the line, drive the lane, and hurt you from outside the arc.
And they'll do it all at a very fast pace. I mean, they're fun to watch. The pace is something that I think sneaks up on teams sometimes, Kevin.
Good point. And Cleveland making a change here. Bucks checked in. Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And no doubt the Rockets were one of the faster-paced teams in the league last year. When you have the firepower they do, you want it to become a scoring fest.
Anderson Varejau's checked in for Cleveland. Smith comes in for Shumpert. It's Harden with the drive.
Beautiful jam. Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Markey's going to start putting on a show now.
Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free reign.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Lawson against Irving. Harden outside. And Houston the other way now. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Harden's shot is good.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I agree with you. And I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg just with the top some high-flying antics to narrow it
up. Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play. And you just look back over the career of LeBron, and you have to say he's an all-time great already. I mean, the numbers are there, the multiple championships, some already calling him the best small forward to ever play the game.
Outside for Lawson, back to Howard. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Varejau. He just look at LeBron, Clark, in a historical context. Last season, he became the first player since Bill Russell and his Celtics to make it to the NBA Finals 5 consecutive years.
Well, I tell you what, it says even more about LeBron that whenever he leaves a team, they miss the playoffs. And no matter what team he's on, they're favorites to win their conference.
And guys, Dwight Howard's an interesting guy, one of the most physically imposing players in our league, and yet he's known for his lighthearted, almost playful nature.
A different look now for Cleveland. Mozgov comes in for Anderson Varejau. And it's Iman Shumpert in for Smith. Irving drives in. Kicks to Mozgov. 1:06 left here in the third quarter. Shumpert in the corner. Houston takes possession. And for Howard, his parents raised him to keep a smile on his face and stay upbeat and remain positive. He's done all those things and still competed in the rough and tumble world of pro basketball.
Yeah, and yet some of his peers have gone at him. Durant, for instance, Kobe Bryant called himself, Byron Scott questioned his desire. Guys go about their work in different manners. You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish. Clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Oh, without question, Greg. I mean, the wise move would be to get themselves a quick shot so they have an opportunity to get that 2-for-1.
And Lawson, here we go. Outside, Jones. And off the prior, and in it goes. Now it's a 7-point Rocket lead.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
The Cavaliers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And that one falls for Irving. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Shumpert against Harden to the middle. Now here's Howard.
Not a lot of room. Jones kicks to Lawson. And the call will be against Ty Lawson. That's his third foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. Here's Irving, and he gets it to go. Irving's got 12 points in the game.
大温，决战的个，而从头到尾还是跟你一样打，没赢过哎。还有。
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Down low, it's Jones Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter, and it's Lawson in at the 1. He dishes it to Harden.
走开了，我讲不回高，干。
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Love.
冲啊冲啊小！
Kicks to Jones.
你看，还有回场不？再来。
Howard, the pass to Lawson. 5 on the clock. Back to Howard.
啊，没败哦，一顶。
Two-handed jam.
Boy, that's a nice feed by Lawson.
LeBron against Ariza. Dishes to Irving. He kicks it to Love. Back to Irving.
波兰啊哥。
That ball passes by Love. Love's got 3 assists now in this one.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
Completely agree with that, Clark. They need to stop.
我都看你啊，干你啊，鸡掰！
possessions. Those inside shots
哦，
are
我
nice.
每次这样子，每次这样。
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Rockets.
上帝比较爱我。
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going and you just want to keep it going.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
懵等啊！
Lawson's against Irving. Lawson outside. To the middle.
无啊好。
Fast break, here they come. For the finish, and LeBron throws it down. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
Absolutely. I mean, 6 lead changes here so far.
Exciting stuff.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Moscow, guys, was specifically sought after by his coach, Dave Blatt. Remember, Moscow was a favorite of his from when Blatt coached the Russian national team.
A different look now for Cleveland. Anderson Berejau's checked in for Moscow. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. And J.R. Smith subbed in for Amon Shumpert.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
What?
No one near Smith as he lets it go. And Thompson kicks to Smith. Irving drives in. He feeds it to Thompson. Inside. The shot by Berejau, wide open. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
I love that plan. Set up the opportunity for the mismatch.
Yeah, knowing they have to get a bucket here and exploiting the height advantage where they can find it, that's a no-brainer to me.
不是。
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
很多人在看我们打。
And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll
才
be
1分而已，
hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor. And these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
不要这样子哦，愿赌服输哦，愿赌服输哦，哥。
As he addressed his team, as this game enters winning time, and it really could go either way, he wanted the chance to check in, make sure they're all on the same page, and sticking to the game plan to close it out. Kevin?
Well, we've seen that movie a few times. An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Harden against LeBron. Harden dishes to Jones.
啊后啊，放了这只鸟。
Slick passing from Harden on that.
冲他小啦，冲他小啦，这种老招还要用。去。然后平常给你这种。
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
秒对。
And Lawson with the drive.
不要走。你比较快，你比较快！Yes.
Irving's got 4 points this quarter. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
压迫。
Has paid off for those guys with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they defended the rim as they challenged every shot. Yeah. Also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. He has 11 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
He's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
你还有机会嘛？好啊，让你呢？
They're up by 2. A minute
20
left to play in the final quarter. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
3分而已啦，来一颗嘛，看看嘛。来一颗啊，来一颗3分啊。顶。
And there's a whistle.
摸一下啊。
That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Shepard against Harden. Down low. Armstrong with the steal.
要不等你？
What a turnaround. Sensational play on D and then the rapid fire run to the basket.
Craig, they didn't wait around, did they? They went right for the throat.
Guys, this is crunch time now. When you got a chance to capitalize on the turnover, you got to take it and make it.
And tired legs affect you at the defensive end first, and that's what we're seeing here.
You called it, Greg. As much offense as we saw earlier, we're seeing even more of it here lately.
哎，好球！好球！
And it's the Rockets on the break. Harden's got the ball. And stolen by Love. Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're up by 3. We got 33
got time. Don't have to isolate immediately.
像我干嘛？像他小，有种来还中啊！你让我20分。
We've got 33 seconds left in the 4th quarter. We can probably
哎呀，好球哦，中山不错哦，加回来了，他有机会了，他有机会了。
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're down by 3.
哎，你这几很有空哎。
seconds left in the 4th quarter.
Still a chance here, but they need to score.
I really agree, but it has to happen on every possession. They need points every trip.
3-pointer Lawson. Off target.
这样在飙什么？你一飙我就赢了啊！
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
让你啦，让你啦！让你啦！我刚刚放下，我刚刚放下念头。好像哦，
Timeout call for Rockets. They're losing by 3. 12 seconds left in the 4th. 12 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
2分给你啊，去啊
！Money
给你啊，8秒
to bring them within 1.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
So it's the Cavaliers now. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
And to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? You know, if you miss it at the strike, and they're right there within range, you know, late game free throws.
没看到我都不想讲话，干你啊！我怎么会给？几秒？还有机会啊！让你啊！歹戏拖棚，操！
6 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What's your take, guys?
And it all comes down to this. Still enough time on the clock that they should be able to get a real good look.
Yeah, and in this debate often, oh no, bad time.
You're telling me.
没有暂停的啦。
Pulling it out for the double. They break the heart of the building with a dramatic late victory.
When the pressure was at its highest.
And a chance now to send on the sideline.
Well, James, it certainly seemed the entire team stayed with the game plan and stayed focused to try to play at the pace you're looking to.
Yeah, they did a good job, very good job. We tried to push the ball as much as possible. They kept getting offensive rebounds, so we stuck with it, 4 quarters, and grinded it out.
Well, terrific win. Congratulations. Guys, back to you.
Doris, thank you as always. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And as the fans file out of the building, now time to head over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, going to a building on the road and completely control the action like he did, only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
Ernie, that is the definition of domination. He took them to school tonight in every possible way. I know there's 10 players on the court, but I only noticed one.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.
输别人。最大的敌人就是自己，而不是别人。胜利在握，却把奖杯给别人，是不是？你做好准备输了吗？这次我不会让你，我会使出浑身解数。
你慢吧。
靠爆你老二，绝对是靠爆你老二。
So Cleveland will get the first possession. All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Houston, Ariza and Jones at the small and power forward. Harden out there with Lawson, and it's Howard in at the 5. Here is Lawson. On the wing, Harden. Takes it from 10, and he gets the jumper to drop. Harden's got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Rockets.
Listen, we got James Harden, clearly the front runner for the best shooting guard in the NBA, arguably in the conversation for the best player.
牛仔裤口袋要打上钉，为什么？后来又要打，昨天不是说不用？上次就有打，然后这次没打，我也觉得很奇怪啊。我们的都
说不用，你们题目要听一半，说后面不用，不是前面不用。
后哦，那
后面不用，前面要。前面两边要。
之前都有打啊。
你看楼上完成的。
重来。
不停那个都是啊。
哎，那你的模具啊，在那个在静家那边，我请他收起来，应该是放在抽屉，你等下看一下。
So Cleveland will get the first possession. All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up. He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah, that could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year, and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I tell you what, that is the crowd pleaser of all crowd pleasers.
And that replay is sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. 2 summers ago, all anyone could talk about was LeBron James and the return to Cleveland.
I mean, you couldn't write that stuff, Kevin. I mean, it was unbelievable, the storyline. I mean, after all the acrimony between LeBron and the ownership as well as the fans, but you know what? He said it best. He truly is back where he belongs.
He's home. He's home. Outside Irving. Shoots. They get the rebound. Osgoff with the bucket.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Irving against Lawson. Howard in the post. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Irving kicks to James. It's stolen by Ariza. And it's Houston on the break. A shot by Lawson, wide open. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Now, Cleveland moving it out. James with the ball.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate and embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second.
又是我
That's all it took.
站那么出来还可以防住他秒。
Yeah, last season, around 71% of the free throws made, and you know what? That has to be a point of emphasis this year.
And you know, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just 1 or 2 guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
My goodness, that was almost a circus-like dunk.
A platoon swap here for Cleveland. Now here's Williams. The feed to Thompson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Thompson's got his first 2 points.
Wow, beautiful feed from Mo Williams.
Pass to Lawson. Outside, Jones. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
And for Terrence Jones, there's a quiet excitement surrounding him in personnel circles. Last season, he was a much better rim protector, way up in blocks, and his three-point percentage was up as well. So those are the kinds of year 3 improvements that talent evaluators are always looking for, especially when you come into the league as an underclassman.
Stolen by Harden. For the 3, that's good. Harden's got 7 points in the game.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
So looking at Terrence Jones, he really has that complete game. His ability to make a play at the rim, hit 35% of his threes. He's a multi-dimensional threat. Long player, well-schooled, falls in line, I think, very well with any good team. In this particular case, with one of the playoff teams in the West.
Yeah, he's one of the more efficient players in the league, over 53% his first 3 seasons. So defenses might want to choose to ignore somebody else.
And here's Smith. James Harden getting it to go from deep, and that one's good.
Boy, he picked him out brilliantly with that feed inside.
And he jams it with authority.
Boy, that's a nice feed by Lawson.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. The dish to Smith. It's Varejao, high post. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Lawson the pass to Jones. It's Ariza on the wing. Kicks it to Lawson. Soft touch off the glass.
I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Here's Varejao. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And guys, last season was a painful one for Anderson Varejao. He had finally shaken the back injury that sidelined him the year before, signs the multi-year contract extension with the Cavs. Things were starting to look up, but only 3 weeks later, he tears the Achilles and was ruled out for the season. You talk about a tough break.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Kevin Love's checked in for Tristan Thompson. James comes in for Richard Jefferson. Shumpert is checked in for J.R. Smith. And Irving subbed in for Williams. And Cleveland making a change here. Mozgov's checked in for Cleveland. They've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. And adding insult to injury, certainly, Greg, as you were talking about, Varejao played well at the start of last season. Shooting 56% from the field. Clark, I think he was over 70% from the line. Those were career highs.
Yeah, and a terrible blow for Varejao and the Cavs because of that injury, the Achilles tendon. But it led to the deal for Mozgov, and that's worked out quite.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Hit into them on the perimeter.
Last year it didn't matter whether it was on the home or on the road. They failed to take a game from either of the 2 meetings.
Yeah, and you know, they weren't used to seeing a team and not getting at least 1 win off of them last year, and that's what they're looking for now.
Monty Eunice is checked in for the Rockets. KJ McDaniels comes in for James Harden. Here's James. Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
You could clock his hang time with an hourglass.
Here's McDaniels. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And now James pushing it up. No one back to stop him. That puts them in the lead.
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And really, basketball is about rhythm, and that allows your offense to flow better. Now let's see if they can build on it and keep this lead.
On the wing, Irving. Just 3 on the clock, and Lawson with the block. They retain possession. And Cavs head coach David Blatt beginning his NBA career at...
There's just a lot more practice time.
And Blatt, one of the most successful American coaches in European basketball history. Clark did a great job in his first season with the Cavaliers in the NBA, but nothing he did overseas certainly can compare to this.
And, you know, that's why, Kevin, people always talk about it in terms of being a marathon and not a sprint. There's nothing.
会怕就输啊，没关系啊。嗯？因为那时候我在吹口哨的时候，我是连干8分这样子。那时候我在吹口哨的时候，是他输8分，就是我原本是输7分，啊，我连打8分回来倒赢1分这样子。
It compares to the NBA grind. Nothing is comparable to it.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Amon Shumpert is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Mozgov in at center. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second.
For Dwight Howard, guys, there were 2 or 3 seasons in Orlando and LA that seemed like one big soap opera. So now, to me, it seems like he's happy and settled, though, here in Houston.
Here is Harden, following the basket by LeBron James. And slammed in by Jones.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Boy, you gotta love that assist by LeBron.
Rockets trail by 4. And it seems, Greg, that, you know, as he was just talking moments ago about Howard finding his niche in Houston, it seems he's more comfortable. Certainly a great legacy of terrific big men for the Rockets. Clark, you know that firsthand. They've had some terrific names over the years.
How about Yao Ming, Kevin, Moses Malone, Elvin Hayes, Hakeem Olajuwon? No greater roster big man than that one there.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
James dishes to Mozgov. And Jones sends it in. Harden kicks to Lawson. Back to Harden. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs, swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Mozgov. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. And J.R. Smith subbed in for Shumpert.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals.
And for the Cavs last season, their toughest test would be in the finals against the Warriors. Like every other team, they just couldn't handle the Warriors for a full series. A great run to the finals, and surely they'll want to return there this season.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
And arguably the most talented player at his position. I mean, he can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that...
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
Harden the pass to Jones, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And he better stay with those basics, because this game is still yet to be determined.
And they'll keep possession. Here's LeBron. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
And Lawson, here we go, and stolen by Love. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now, and the dunk by James.
You can see the importance of that steal. I mean, really a 4-point turnaround with the conversion at the other end right there.
Yeah, the importance of the defense there. Instead of giving up the bucket and having that 5-point deficit, all of a sudden, we got a tie.
No one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth, the whole way thus far.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Lawson dishes to Howard. Mozgov with the
ball.
And here we go, fast break. LeBron's got it. It's rebounded by Lawson.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
When you think of James Harden, you don't think much about his athleticism. His strength, though, is exceptional for his position.
Yeah, I think that's his greatest attribute. His ball handling's good, but it's his strength. He's able to run through contact.
And Harden able to get wherever he wants on the court. I mean, he can muscle you, but he's also got that Euro step and all those moves that just leave you in a dizzy.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Inside, and it's Jones, that time on the assist by Harden. Harden's got his 4th assist in this one. Irving kicks to Love. Back to Irving. With 4 seconds on the clock, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. And the Cavaliers lead by 2. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ariza.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's Love. And a miss there off the inbound. And the first hit.
Kevin with...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 19 points and 2. All right, and that'll do it for us here. We now take you back to the...
比我还高了，高8%。
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Kevin McHale. Ariza and Jones at the small and power forward. Austin out there with Harden. And it's Howard in at the center, filling out the middle.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Shumpert with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Hausgaard with the bucket.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
Kicks it out to Jones from outside the arc. And there's the call on Howard. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Some on-the-fly coaching right there from their leader.
And that's what you got to do. Never be afraid to remind someone what their role is. And they're a lot better off because of how vocal he is. And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's James.
How's that for a quick possession?
Yeah, no hesitation at all taking that one to the basket. Beautifully done.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Screen by Jones. Tries to keep it alive. Outside for Lawson. Second chance shot. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Jones. Well, for Terrence Jones, Clark, a very scary episode to begin last season. He suffered from a rare nerve damage to his left leg.
Yeah, he wondered if he'd be able to play again after missing 3 months. He finally got back out on the court. Good for him.
You're starting to feel it from deep. Let's tighten up our pressure on the perimeter and make those looks tougher to get. We're going to give up the drive, but we have to rotate on the weak side to get there.
With some Gatorade, that's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially...
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on. Clark, he had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one. Although, if he missed it, I might have.
There's a good screen. Harden against Smith. Rebound by Smith.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Again, Irving missing.
He is yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up.
Jones against Verejao. Jones, the pass to Lawson. And he's good on the 3 ball. Lawson's got 5 points so far.
Perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup.
哪有？
Showed the
你要不要看一下？
get off that shot.
我这2比没下去，全部都下去了。
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Well, one thing about Ty Lawson is he's very good at attacking defense. Gets inside without a problem and knows how to set up teammates.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Verejao. Love comes in for Tristan Thompson. LeBron, he's checked in for Jefferson. And then Shumpert in there for J.R. Smith. Irving attacking. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Irving's got his second bucket. And for Lawson, he is great when he attacks. He does obviously create well for his team on drives. Interesting player, certainly, but playing with a team that's growing and pretty young around.
Good point. And, you know, last season, Lawson averaged about 13 points for his team off of his own drives. I mean, that means 13 points a night would be a direct result of him attacking the rim. That's second in the league in a stat that only trailed James Harden.
I think that would surprise some people.
Yes.
James, and he uses the glass on the layup. James has got 25 points.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Jones dishes to Howard. Here's Harden, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Terrence Jones. Irving kicks to Love. Back to Irving. Second shot opportunity, and so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot two. That is on Ty Lawson.
Kyrie Irving made his first playoff appearance last season with the Cavs, and individually got a big $90 million max extension as well. He's in a really good spot. And
they can't guard us on the perimeter. They spread the floor, isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
That you and Clark are wearing tonight, that's always a big deal.
Kevin, that's an elite club to be in. Only the true superstars get that kind of status. He certainly got the flash to go with the substance.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Jones kicks to Harden. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Harden's got 8 here in the quarter.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical, be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
He dishes it to Lawson. To Ty. Can't get it to go. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Pulling out the wings, it's Shumpert, LeBron, and it's Irving at the point guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. And now here comes Jones leading the break. They get it back. He feeds it to Harden. Dishes it to Howard. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question. I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead.
That's tipped. Irving passes to James. Off target from outside. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to the Bulls. Harden with it. Now guarded by Shumpert. To take the lead. No luck.
Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
And stolen by Ariza. It's Harden with the drive. Pass to Jones. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. They're running for the finish. The shot by LeBron, no good. And here's the fast break. Harden outside. Down low. And it's slammed in by Howard. And Clark, we've seen some great competition in this one.
I agree with you, Kevin. I mean, looking at the lead changes really kind of tells the story of this game.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Well, for James Harden, with his incredible regular season last year, Clark, you knew he was in for a great postseason as well.
And it was a bit of a roller coaster for him in the playoff run. I mean, he could vanish one game, but then explode for 40 in the next.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Blatt as he addressed his team. He told them to stick with what's worked to this point, saying, listen, they're giving us all the space we need inside. Let's take advantage of it. Keep working the ball inside the paint.
And with Harden in the playoffs, it was an all or nothing situation at times. He definitely just a great battle these two teams are waging here today.
Boy, it sure is, and I'm getting the sense that this game could end up being decided by just 1 or 2 plays down the stretch.
One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers trailing. LeBron dishes to Irving. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. And that's 10 points for Kyrie Irving. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
This game is close as it's been. You really hate to see it come to an end.
We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
LeBron kicks to Love. James with it. Love with the screen on Ariza. Back to Love. Count the basket and the foul. That's on Dwight Howard.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
Rockets have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. Lawson's against Irving. Lawson kicks to Jones. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Tremendous output from Jones. He has 9 points and also a block shot. It's been a really complete performance for him today.
And Clark, he's made a huge impact at both ends of the floor.
And so making both free throws. That'll give them the lead here.
And nice work at the line. I mean, when the game's this close, you have got to cash in on those opportunities.
The drive by James. Rockets with the rebound. Howard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Howard setting the pick for Lawson. Here's Harden on the wing. And the layup falls. Harden's got 6 in the quarter.
Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunity.
Pass to Shumpert. To the paint. That one's in there. I can do it. He's cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Mozgov.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Harden draws the double. Lawson up top, covered by Irving. Lawson drives in. Rockets hits. Right side Jones. To the inside. Mozgov with the steal. Now it's Shumpert running. He can go all the way. And they're able to recover. LeBron passes to Irving. And there's the call on James. That's foul number 2 for him. There's 49 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Harden. Count.
Man, they're getting a fantastic effort from James Harden.
absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
没办法，好不好？因为我想这样。
And so it's Houston with it. Kicks it out to Ariza.
Yes, those are huge points.
Beyond huge, partner. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
Now you need every basket you can get.
Greg, I think they're still alive here, but they better execute every trip down the floor from here on out.
Here's Irving. It's good. This game is all even.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Anderson Varejao checked in for Moscow. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. And Smith subbed in for Shumpert. Here is Harden. Off the screen. Money!
Big bucket. They've got to play for a stop here with the 2-point lead. No three.
Out of bounds. Gun. Houston takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
我都没有动呢，干，好鸡掰。
Shot left block, stolen by Varejao.
我这个技能，2.8秒。
And the Cavaliers call time here. They trail by 2.
这不让他是自己要走的。
What's your take, guys?
With this much time left on the clock, I try to shoot from as close to the basket as possible because that way you have enough time for a quick putback if you miss.
And they're going back to have a look at that shot once again to see if the horn had really sounded before the ball left his hand. This certainly isn't over yet. They may get a second chance. Now, if it's overturned, we're going to need overtime.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
But to me, it's worth being certain. And that's why we have replay to get these big calls right.
And this game is not over. The officials are ruling that the shot will extra time just about to get started here with the jump ball coming up. Tip-off goes to Houston. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So on the floor for Houston. Down low with Jones and Howard together. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. And it's Lawson in at the point. And so here is Houston. Harden dishes to Ariza. Back to Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Shumpert. And an air ball on that one. Way off. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Love. 17 points for Kyrie Irving. Rockets trail. Now, here is Harden. To the paint. And it's Terrence Jones with the finish.
Forget about finesse and agility. This big fella's all about power and force.
Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
Yeah, gotta love this teamwork. I mean, everybody's involved and engaged. It's a thing of beauty to watch.
It is, and Clark, that's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Mozgov, good work defensively by Jones. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Timothy Mozgov. And that'll be his third foul so far. Awesome with it. Now guarded by Jones. And Harden with the stop.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They're losing by 2. 1:41 left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. LeBron kicks to Shumpert. A beautiful reversal. Shumpert's got it all tied up now for the Cavs.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
And Lawson with the drive. Ariza outside. Just over a minute and a half played here in overtime. 5 on the clock. Here's Howard. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. That one on Love.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws. Good numbers for Dwight Howard tonight. He has 8 points, and he has sent a bunch of shots in reverse.
And because of that, there's now a major intimidation factor working in their favor. And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to the Bulls in Chicago. Here's Harden. Mozgov with the block. But they recover it. And stolen by LeBron. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. It's full. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Howard with a screen on Shumpert. Harden kicks to Howard. Money!
Not a lot you can do when Howard is on like he is now.
Clark, a big-time possession here.
I'll tell you what, their hearts have to be racing right now.
And Lawson, here we go. Feeds it to Jones. Ariza outside. Here's Lawson. Tries again. Sinks it.
And if you thought this game was over already, you're probably right.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it's staring us right in the face, and we've been around long enough to know when the game is over. And this
你没有跟到我旁边，你大家自己看重播。就是那球啊，你没有跟到我啊。
We've got 22 seconds left in overtime. Anderson Varejao checking for Mozgov.
鱼人加油，帮你加油。
Here's James. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Well, they're having major trouble dealing with LeBron.
And it's Houston's ball. The lead is 2. Harden the pass to Lawson. And there's the call on James. That's his 3rd foul so far. On a situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Love.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Three-pointer, Lawson, and it's for the W. They with a victory, although they needed Clark an extra period to get it done.
Well, I think it was one heck of a ball game. Both teams gave great effort, and the bounces just went their way in overtime.
And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now we'll head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's not too far away. EJ?
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, going to a building on the road and completely control the action like he did, only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
He accounted for more than half of their points. An amazing output. When there was a bucket they absolutely had to have, he was the guy they went to. Now that's an awful lot for one player, but he did not let them down.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.
我都玩助攻的。其实我觉得我禁区非常烂。这一场我特地完全不控中锋。
那你禁区本来就比较多。
然后因为我知道你都会一直给豪尔。最大领幅都差不多啊，6分。
学我的挡拆。
谁？
你啊，不是我。
挡拆超好用的，因为挡拆过了2个人就卡在那里啦，在前锋或中锋就空啊，就可以灌啊。
那种速度快的那个元浩真的。
真的，干他说元浩的速度比那个勇士队他们很快。
对吧？
数据上面是这样。
他跟老光只差5而已啊。
速度啊。
老光85啊，然后。
元浩多少？80。元浩真的是蛮快。
破70的中锋应该只有他，其他都60几。
那个谁，一枚赵文不是中锋，
他前。 他也蛮快的，他是啊，他可以当小前锋。
我就有看到报道啊，他说他有训练他的肌肉，所以他射程可以更往下跳。
我现在投球有点难度，真的。你看那个他，你用挡切的话，那个 AD 能扛过的，因为他不用冲进去。
更高啊！
他不用，他直接在那边投过去，他中间还更准。比偏分的人是谁呢？
偏分我带了。
你好，你好。
赛后检讨。
有啦，我今天刚刚晚上看了，他现在已经在训练了。然后第一场没有，下一次打第一场他对上打。
徐晨送你上路了，
再打一场，你跟对方已经打得很稳了，你就会找回你的打法了。
送你上路。
看一下我。我应该怪他。
我手上的是新刺青的，阿等的，2条黑圈圈的。
没有，那不是啊，那是那个粘的，运动粘的东西。
今天能不高自己上？能不高自己上班了？
没有一个断期限。忙吗？来呀！
来。 我 做颜色哦，白色线，就是白底，白底，然后偏黑色线，黑色线，蓝色的，红色的。
徐子拿机一直呛你。
这件我那时候觉得这件比较大。后来去年打比较小，这件这也要改吗？
棒球票是当1号，
这会改吗？
没拿过。
不会啊，不会，但是要马上有那还 OK 啊。你这个都跟高看。
可能把螺纹颜色改掉，灰色，灰质的，
白质变灰质的。这个效果，这种纹路这样子，没有办法再抽进去，收一下边，会比较好看。 我觉得更不行。他在加长里面把它收进去。今天是使用小力场，到时候想一下。那如果要收线都是这样的话，就是要收点。收点。样品比较小。
学长快点送你上山啦！送你上路啊，快点！那就不会出哦。因为还有寄那个新版的那个压的15过来，那个一定会有问题。
那我寄这个过来，然后这个就一被压坏。那个洗啊，或是你穿靠到墙的时候就直接划伤，会很难用的。
去年这种不会，
去年是很板。
他现在还在测试这样，不要用厚重这样子。
那个我觉得太高。
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
That's right, it's here, the official start of the new NBA season. I'm Ernie Johnson, excited to be here once again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith for another go-around. In this game, we'll see the Indiana Pacers against the Atlanta Hawks. Checking out Atlanta, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. Well, the Pacers certainly have the defensive side of the game down pat. Very strong defense for them for several seasons running. The problem, Shaq, the offense. How do they make the most of their possessions?
Well, they don't have the personnel to get out and run, so they need to be very smart, especially when they slow it down. They have to minimize turnovers.
Well, to me, they're better at threes, so they got to give themselves credit for that. But I'd like to see them spread teams out just a little bit more.
And right now, the tip-off approaches, and Kevin Harlan is standing by.
And you've got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Pacers looking to make the most out of their home court advantage here in Indianapolis. So Indiana wins the tip. And George kicks to Ellis. Back to George. 6 on the shot clock. Up off the screen. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And, guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Atlanta, Teague and Korver are the guards. Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. And it's Bazemore at the small forward. Here's Ellis following the basket by Al Horford. Last year, a good one for Jeff Teague, Clark. He was a first-time All-Star in this league.
He's a pick-and-roll technician, so good in reading the defense as he operates from that spot on the floor. He was really the catalyst for what was a really efficient offense for the Hawks.
Atlanta on D. Hill kicks to Miles. They set the pick. At the elbow, it's Turner. Turner with the screen for George. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
T kicks to Horford. To the left wing. Picked by Horford. Teague the pass to Bazemore. Stolen by Miles. George with the ball. Now defended by Korver. On the wing, Ellis. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds a spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
Now George. After Kyle Korver missing on that last three-pointer. Hill dishes to Miles. Jacks up a three. Atlanta with the rebound. Pass to Horford. Lets a floater go. Millsap misses.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Now George. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Pacers lead by 2. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.
The Hawks trailing. You know, those guys
如果你要，然后你这个改这个表啊。
Thank you.